Hi guys, it's Cutie Slime. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little bit different, as you can tell. I wanted to start a vlog because as a 21-year-old with a medical condition, I've been through a lot. And so hasn't my family dealing with this and me. So I wanted to just make a vlog, show you guys the ins, the outs, and how we cope. So sit back, relax, and feel free to laugh along because that's what this is about. For this episode, since I'm new, I'm just gonna start off with some funny stories that have actually happened. So and since it is that time of year in the area that I live, I'd figure I would share a certain story that happened at a carnival, and it was very interesting. I loved this bull riding, this mechanical bull riding booth that they had, and it was like a separate little ride, but I had never done mechanical bull riding. I wanted to, and so I paid for a few rides, and it was me and my friend. My friend actually recorded it. If I can figure out how to save the video, I will for sure put it in here. But this specific time she was recording, my glasses fell off as he started, so her cousin went and got them, held on to them so they wouldn't fall off again, or I wouldn't fall onto them, and he started again. I thought I was doing really good, and then out of nowhere, he went back, I went back, the bull went forward, I went forward, and smacked my face, rolled off. Now, I thought it was just my two friends watching. But as I played the video back and listened in the background, I heard more than just my friend say, "Ooh," when I hit. So that was interesting. Nothing was broken. I didn't get hurt. I wasn't scratched. I didn't bleed. So we were good there. The guy felt so bad he gave me 3 free rides, to which I gladly obliged, and I wasn't hurt, but yeah, it was definitely funny, and definitely a video my family still loves to this day. My cat's being weird. Alright. Another story. This one is actually medical. My mom and I were up to one of her friends' houses, and I was playing with their daughter. And we were kind of in the field. There were trees, and I don't even remember what we were doing, but I decided, hey, let me climb this tree. So I start climbing the tree, and our parents were just out sitting in the driveway, enjoying the weather, talking, and out of nowhere, I went to grab this branch, and as I was pulling my way up, I had already taken my feet off of the branches below me. This branch was dead. I had no idea. I was at least a good 7 to 10 feet already up from the ground. And it snapped. I fell. And when you fall from at least a somewhat high place, a few feet, and you're not expecting it, it feels slow. I felt like I was going in slow motion, and then I hit and I couldn't breathe, and I didn't think I'd be able to breathe again. It was so hard. And I don't even remember my friend running off to get our parents. But as I'm sitting there bleeding, I don't even know I'm bleeding. I'm sitting there trying to catch my breath. The next thing I know, they're coming over, and her dad picked me up, and he had kind of lost his balance, stumbled backwards. My mom and her mom had pushed him forward, and they put me in the car. They told me I was bleeding. They got a washcloth to try to put on the back of my head because that's where they thought I was bleeding from, and head injury, it's gonna bleed a lot. So bleeding, and it ended up, we get to the hospital, and I remember sitting down in a wheelchair right next to the door. I also slightly remember my mom sitting there with me, holding the washcloth to my head. And then I just black out. The next thing I remember, I'm in a room. But I was told that when we got there, there was another lady who was called in, and she turned around and said, "No, I think she needs to go first." So they took me back, and they gave me a neck brace. They had kind of tried to clean up the blood, and the doctor came in and said, "Well, I want to put a staple in your head." Mind you, I wasn't that old. I was middle school, probably 6th grade, so 12, 13. And this doctor has this staple gun in his hand, and I am freaking out. When there is a doctor standing next to you, you know your head is bleeding. You know that's the source of the bleeding, and that's where the staple is going. And he's got this huge staple gun in his hand, medical staple gun. But no, it was not pretty. I screamed, I cried, and he wanted to get 2 in. He only managed to get 1. And I was also later told that when my friend ran up to get our parents, she said, "Oh, well, Courtney fell." And they were kind of like, okay, waiting for me to come waddling behind her. And she goes, "She's bleeding." And they go, "Oh," and get up and go. So yeah, that was fun. But in the process of waiting for the doctor, when I had my neck brace, my sister and her friend decided it would be funny to put on masks and lean beside me and take a picture, and then later say, "Oh, trust us, we're doctors." I wasn't even trusting the doctor. Hope you guys enjoyed Storytime #1, and please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notifications button to see when my next video comes out. Alright, until next time, bye!